Hello, everyone. Welcome to your pick a card reading for How Do Your Coworkers View You? So we have 4 piles to choose from, starting from 1, which we'll say is, even though it's got multiple stones, we'll say it's the amethyst pile for number 1. Number 2, we have the black skeleton for number 2. Number 3, we have the white moonstone bracelet. And number 4, we have the Hawaiian lava rock bracelet. So that's your 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and select your pile, and I will see you there. Okay, pile number 1. If you chose the multicolor amethyst / rose quartz / a whole bunch of other stone bracelet, here's how your coworkers feel about you. So they do feel like you have a lot going on. You're very busy. You're possibly trying to get into a higher position, like become a manager or a supervisor or what have you. So you're taking on more responsibility, and you're very time conscious. You like to manage other people, but not really do much of the work yourself. Remember, this is how they view you. It might not be true. It might be true, but this is how they view you. So they might feel like you're one of those people who you tell everybody else what to do, but you don't quite do much yourself. Like you act busy. That's for some of you. Yeah, they might feel like you're only in it for the money. You may dress really conservative, but very like clean cut, very nice, very stylish. But you're not very personable. You're the type of person who you kind of keep to yourself, and they don't really feel like they know much about you. You kind of keep a mysterious or low profile. You may work from home or like to work from home. Or maybe something happened in which it allowed you to free up your time or um, basically, be able to work from home. Yeah, they would really like to know more about you. They're very much so like nosy and into your business. Um, but I do feel like something may have happened. You may have had like an accident at work or something that makes them feel like they want to know more. Really nosy vibes. It's interesting that the overall view of you is denial, avoiding the truth. You may be in a business or a company setting or some type of, like a business or a company setting in which you might be doing marketing or something of that, something in which you have a clientele. So let's see. About who these people are, right? Who have this view about you. Who are these people? Specifically the co-workers that have this view. So yeah, you are moving on to better heights, to a new position, or possibly taking on a leadership role. And a lot of them may not feel like you're qualified for it, or like you came out of nowhere with this like new move. And so they're talking about it, and they have this certain type of feeling like, oh, that's why they don't talk much to us, or that's why they were, you know, to themselves or whatever. They were, you know, making this move. So these are people who were in basically the same position as you, but you're starting to move into other circles or starting to move into a higher position. Sounds like they're jealous. Yeah, new beginnings. And the Eight of Cups. So definitely walking away from these people, probably very gossipy. You're really trying to start something new in your life. And you're just disconnected from all of that. What are these people? Because this denial. Clarified denial for their overall view. Nine of Swords. So yeah, these are people who are kind of stressing you out and causing chaos and ruckus in your life. Like, you get anxiety when you're around them. You don't feel good when you're around them. You don't feel your best. And you're moving on. And so these people, these coworkers, they don't really feel like, they don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't understand why you feel the way that you feel, and that you feel like they're not a good group to be amongst. And so it's almost like, because you're moving on into new pastures, into newness, they're just like, they feel, they don't view you in a good light. And they sound kind of like haters, really. Jealous people who are hating on you instead of being celebratory with you. You know, they're hating. And they don't like the fact that you're moving on. They don't understand. And you probably tried to communicate that with them, and they just didn't get it. It didn't sink in. They didn't want to. So that's your reading. They don't really have a great view of you, but they know you're about your money. They know you're about your goals and reaching them. And being around these people wasn't allowing you to reach those goals. And they were kind of like setting you back. And you may have felt trapped around them, but you're releasing yourself from that. Good for you. All right. Bye. Okay, so group number 2, if you chose the black skull, here is your how do your coworkers feel about you? Ah, you are a master of your emotions. You know how to turn it off and turn it on. You may come across as bipolar a little bit to some. Not saying that in a diagnosing type of way or offensive type of way. This is how they view you. So I don't have to agree. I'm just reading. So yeah, you could come off as like your emotions are always swaying back and forth. You really either don't have a handle on your emotions, or you do. Even though it says master, with this fury and relaxation, it feels like no, you don't have a mastery over your emotions. You need to learn how to handle that, or at least in their mind and how they view you, you can go off the rails for anything, right? And they feel like you need to have more self-control. You may be in the entertainment industry. You may be someone who does radio or podcasts in some type of way. Or work behind the scenes in some type of industry in which there is, broad communications, um, or just the entertainment industry, period. Yeah, a lot of your coworkers feel like you need to go and take a vacation. You need to go and find something to do to relax and put yourself at ease because you're stressed too much, and that's what makes you blow up. Is that and you just become very not fun to work with or deal with. And they do feel like you have the capability to be an actually like really nice person and someone to cool to hang out with, but it's the blow ups. You are in the field that you need to be in, or at least that's how they view it, that you are very good at what you do and you will have success, right? But something is blocking you from being able to obtain that. And it does involve, you know, um, changing the way you do things a little bit to reinvent yourself in a way. You have to start doing things differently than what you've been doing so far. They actually view you very well. They really do have faith in your success, and they kind of want you to do well. They really do want you to walk through that open door of success, um, and they're wishing the best for you. But like I said, there's blockage happening here. Something stopping you. You might not take criticism very well, or you might not take even if it's good criticism, it's healthy criticism, it's critical, but it's giving you what you need to improve and do better. you might not be able to take that very well. It's how they're viewing you. The open gate is how in overall they view you, and like I said, they do see you in good light and they do want you to do well. Expand on the open gate, the overall view that their coworkers have of them. Yes. So 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. It's definitely you have your moments where you blow up and it gets you become defensive and in conflict arises. But everyone wants you to be successful. Everyone wants themselves to do well as well. You know, it's not just about you, but this is how they're viewing, is that you have the ability of being very successful and for things to work out. And when they do work out, they do work out. It does really, really well. But it is self that gets in the way. It's you that gets in the way of success. And that's what holds you back, is your temper, your unwillingness to work with the team, with the collective. But they want you to be successful. How do they view them overall? I'm not going to take all of these, but I am going to take the first on the top. The Empress and the 6 of Cups. Which is, yeah, it's already a lot of Leo vibes. It's already a lot of powerful energy, Scorpio vibes. Very, very powerful energy. Taurus, any fixed sign. Energy coming through. And someone who takes charge, who is a good leader, but your emotions do get in the way. You can change at the top of a hat. They might feel like you have an attitude, or you're very strong-willed and stubborn. You want success. You want to do well. You may work out a lot, or you may talk a lot, talk a good game, and you can back it up, but your defensiveness and something with conflict, just a lot of fire. Even with Scorpio, because Scorpio traditional ruler is Mars, so that energy of anger, of passion, very, very strong passion for your goals and for attaining something. So, and who specifically are these coworkers that view them this way? Could be a Pisces or a Taurus, or even an Aquarius, but you have the High Priestess and the 5 of Pentacles. So someone you kind of left out in the cold, someone you probably don't even think about very often, but they do have an influence on you at work. They work behind the scenes. Or they work in positions that really you don't really have much interactions with them, but they still have some type of influence upon your position and upon your work in some type of way. You intuitively know who these people are. Could be very quiet people, homely looking, natural. Yeah. So that is your reading. I hope you have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pal number 3. For those who chose the white moonstone bracelet, here is how your coworkers view you. So you got more than everybody else, so we'll try to make the room. All right, so your coworkers view you very, very well. They really love you and appreciate you. They trust you with making tough decisions and just making decisions in general. They feel like that you're a very balanced person and that you have a good personality, great charisma. You're just a very loving person. You're very giving. You probably have given gifts before, or just come up with really creative office activities, office morality, you know, all that. Just great atmosphere, great environment building. You just create a great, wholesome feeling. Everyone feels great around you. You inspire a lot of people. For some people, you are their muse. Um, uh, they feel like you should have a higher position, or that you're too skilled and too learned in certain things, and they feel like that you should definitely receive a higher position. You should be the leader in the situation, or maybe you are the leader already. You might not you don't have employees, but you're like, for example, you might not be the manager, right? But whatever you do, you take the lead, and they don't mind. They appreciate it. They feel that you are qualified for it, and they enjoy the fact that you don't mind being that go-to person. They feel like they can learn a lot from you, that you're a great teacher, you're a great educator, a trainer, whatever it is that you do it well, and they respect you, right? You're very friendly, very kind, um, and you're just easy to get along with. And that's why a lot of people feel like you should be in a manager position. You should be an owner. You should be the boss, like, because you are a good person. You don't take, you're not persuaded, right, by anything. You're just that good of a person. Like, you are awesome in their eyes. Um, they feel like they can work with you for a very, very long time. Like, some people, you just like, oh my God, I can't wait until your shift is over and you leave. Like, so I don't have to deal with you. Let's be honest. And other pals could attest to that. But for you, like, everyone does not, like, they don't mind. Like, they really enjoy your company. You're a really good person, and they feel good around you. Very lighthearted. You get work done, though. You're about your business, and you're good at what you do. And they have so much respect for you. The overall is friendship, and that's the feeling. Like, they don't mind being your wingman, right? They really want to help you achieve more and attain more. So you're awesome, whoever you are who chose this file. So let's see. Let's expand on the overall feeling. What is the overall view that they have, your coworkers have of you? We'll start with one. What is their overall view of them? You're about your business. You're strong. You have a lot of options available to you. And they see you as someone who's very hardworking and very decisive and knows how to make decisions. And you're not apologetic about what you do, because you know you must do it to get it done, and you will get it done. You know how to um, diffuse situations and to resolve conflicts. You're a leader, and you have those qualities of being able to be balanced in all that you do and make sure that you're fair, right? Sometimes it's not about necessarily equality, but it's more so about fairness. What matters in that moment, right? Because every situation can't have the same it involves having wisdom, and you're wise and you're knowledgeable, and they respect that. That's what makes them feel like you're not indecisive. You know what you want and you get things done. um and you make good decisions in times, when they need someone who is capable. um yeah, you're about your business, and you should get a raise, you should get a promotion, and they see you as deserving as such. You're hardworking, and whatever you invest in, whatever you put your energy into, it always ends up paying off. You're awesome. So that was your reading. I don't feel like I need to go any longer into it. They really see you in a great light, and you must be a very, very respectable person, whoever you are. So until next time, I'll see you. Bye. Okay, so for the fourth and final pal, those who chose the Hawaiian lava rock, here's how, goodness gracious, your coworkers view you. So, off rip, you are very different. You stand out. You're very entertaining, probably very funny, entertaining in a sense like comedic. You definitely stand out for sure. You're different. You're unique in how you do what you do, whether it's how you dress, how you wear your makeup, how you do your hair, how you style yourself, how you talk. Something about you is unique and entertaining in some type of way. You might be an oddball or kind of goofy, or they view you as kind of weird. But you're an influencer. You inspire. You might be very kind of shy into yourself, or you have a select group of people who you don't mind talking to or hanging out with, but for the most part you kind of to yourself. You stick to a very strict schedule. You're very organized and planned. Maybe a Virgo, or have a strong Virgo in your chart. Mm, you may have acne or something with the skin. For some of you, for some of them, they see you as kind of creepy. Like you give creepy vibes. But they do see you as someone who has wealth, who has money, and you invest in things that make sense. You're very practical. So you could be an earth sign, um, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But yeah, some of them do view you as kind of creepy. You may wear glasses, or have a particular scent that you wear, perfume or cologne, wear black a lot. Yeah, some of them might see you as creepy. So let's see. Because the card for the overall view of you is karmic lesson. So let's clarify karmic lesson for the overall. Mm-hmm. Clarify karmic lesson. We want to give you a lot of cards. We're not going to do that. Yeah. It may feel like you spent your money on frivolous things, or you invested too much, maybe made a gamble in some type of way, and it didn't pan out the way that you expected it to pan out. And therefore that's why you're working or putting in more hours, because you lack in some type of way. For others of you, there may have been some type of tragedy within the home, or doesn't always have to be necessarily death. It could have been, but it could have been like saying your house burnt down. I mean, anything like that is like a tragedy, right? It's a loss. And so from that loss, now, you got to put in the work to make more money to make up for that loss in some type of way, however it came about. But they may feel like you are kind of view you as a beggar, not in a sense like beggar is not really the word, but that's the word that's coming through. But in need, like you're in need, right? You might not be begging necessarily, but they do see you or view you as someone who is in need for money. They don't know your wallet, or at least they don't know your wallet, but they think they do. They think they know what you got in your bank account. May feel like you're quick with your money, like spending, on stuff, and may have some difficulties paying your bills. Okay, so who are these people specifically? Because they all up in your business. They kind of Okay, who are these people? Ooh, a lot of emotional. Ooh, somebody is a boss. Like a manager or someone who's like the leader of this crew who's talking all of this, right? This may have been someone who you're emotionally attached to in some type of way in the past, but you're no longer attached to them. Yeah. Yeah. But it's the boss. It's someone who's the leader of the gang right there, with the coworkers. Someone who you possibly have created boundaries with, because on the bottom we have the 7 of Wands. So it's possibly someone who you created boundaries with, or you set them straight in some type of way, and so they are the main ones who see you in this one. They kind of like spreading gossip about you, rumors about you, and it's coming across like, yeah, they getting theirs, they getting their karma, because that's what they're saying, that's the information that they're giving out. But you're influential. People notice you and they respect you. Somebody possibly who you were romantically involved with in some type of way. Yeah. What are their coworkers' overall view of them? What is their... Yeah. You have a lot of fire. A whole lot of fire. You may be a Sagittarius as well. But their overall view of you is that you're very patient. You're very balanced in your approach in dealing with whatever conflicts or whatever. You're cooperative. Like, you will cooperate. You're not a dictator. And whoever is talking about you, it's almost like they see past it and they feel like they need to help. For those of you who that applies to, maybe somebody specific. But they do see you as very cool, calm, and collected, and knowing how to handle situations. You might be odd, you might be weird, you might be a goofball, you might be creepy at times, but for the most part, they are inspired by you, and you do influence them. How you choose to influence them is up to you, but you do influence the people that you work with. You very well might be a Sagittarius with this Temperance and Wheel of Fortune. And so, with that being said, hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. That is your reading for how your coworkers feel about you. They are inspired by you. You are entertaining. They do view you as someone who stands out and who they can invest in, who grows their wealth. You might take risks when least expected. You are a risk taker, but you're innovative. You're very unique, and you are spiritual in some type of way. You have a higher consciousness that they admire. So with that being said, see you in the next one. Bye.